Yo, what's going on, guys? Bob Mentality here with another Bitcoin chart analysis for you today. And today, what I want to do is I really just want to focus on this bullish momentum we've been seeing and making sure that you're paying attention to upcoming resistance levels and issues with the daily chart that we might have. You know, I am approaching this perspective. Believe me, guys, I made a good bit of money last week, catching those ascending wedges and catching those parabolics. However, in this last couple hours here, I've been sitting here and just watching how Bitcoin has been trading and how we've been approaching that 6,300 highs. I'm going to point out a couple red flags for you. I don't want to just bring the bear perspective down on the bull run, right? But I just want to say, make sure you keep things in perspective, and that way, if you're outside the market and you're on the sidelines, you're not chasing these highs. You're looking to get in, on the dip, and definitely, that'll help your risk reward. And if you are long, you'll know what to look out for as far as resistance levels coming up. So on my Twitter yesterday, I did tweet this out before I went to bed. 6 different points that I saw as far as issues with the daily chart, right? Or Bitcoin as a whole right now in this bull run. The first thing was a short interest reaching exhaustion. I'll show you that real quick. So what I meant by that was if you went to the Bitfinex short chart and you took a look here, yesterday when I tweeted that out, the picture that I included with that, let me show you. Pull this up here. The picture I included with that was this picture. You'll see that we had a curl of the short interest here on Bitfinex slowly increasing. This was the first time we've increased that much since, for the past 7-8 days. Okay. And I explained that right here on my Twitter. And sure enough, you saw this turn into a complete 50% increase. 50% increase in the open short interest on Bitcoin, and this was heading into the $7,300 level, which is what I stated previously. So showing you that here on the chart real quick, I'm just going to hit all these points for you guys here before I head out. So you can see that if we go to the 4-hour here on the Bitcoin shorts, you'll see when I tweeted that out right before that move, this is what I was looking at, and essentially what I was getting at is if you drew a line here on the previous pivot low of the shorts, when we first started seeing shorts largely increase, you can see that we were getting very close to that level. We had already given back like 60% of shorts had already covered, and we were running out of room for more shorts to continue to push momentum. It's time to start looking the other way. And that's exactly what I said in yesterday's video. And that's what I meant by that first point, the fact that that the short interest is reaching potential full extension or exhaustion. Next, we had the 7,500 whole and half dollar resistance level. At whole and half dollar resistance marks, people usually take, put sell orders out there on the ass to take off their long positions, and they're looking to get out that level. People who had bought in, anticipating that $8,000, 8,500 break on the previous push, would be looking to get out at break even. So $7,500 level is a huge level to work, and a lot of times there's going to be a lot of orders there, take positions off. So there's going to be more resistance because of that, and also 7,500 is a nice whole half dollar mark to short into, to risk off of. It makes sense. So that's one thing to look at regarding the $7,500 mark. And then my third point here was the 61.8 fib level, which lines up with that $7,543, depending on how you draw. It's around that 7,555. Okay, and so around that level is where you would see that 61.8% fib level lined up, which of course is based off of this trend we have on the daily, where every time we see a lower high, it's roughly 38% a retracement from the previous high. So if Bitcoin made a lower high or went into 7,500 and rejected, that we would still be in a trend, and that would definitely be a very bearish sign. Number 4 is declining daily bull volume heading towards the 7,300. At the time I posted this, that was correct, and if you look on Coinbase, it still is correct. However, if you go to Bitcoin right now, after this bull volume surge, guys, that came in, which is absolutely fantastic. And as long as you don't look on Coinbase, let me show you. You have to go to Bitfinex in order to get that the more accurate volume reading, because here on Coinbase, if you zoom in here on the daily, you will see that sure enough, here on the bottom of the chart, we have declining bull volume into the break on Coinbase. Okay. However, if you go to Bitfinex, excuse me, not Bitfinex. Why'd I type that in there? The BTC USD. If you go to Bitfinex, you'll see that we have ascending bull volume. Why is the volume higher on Bitfinex on this surge than Coinbase? Because Coinbase doesn't allow shorting. So all the people who shorted on Bitfinex have to cover on Bitfinex. Sure enough, they're going to have more bull volume. So keep this in mind. This isn't like people running into just long the market. And I'll show you that when I show you the Bitfinex long chart. This is shorts covering. Okay. So keep that in mind. The next point that I made, I just want to go over is, let's see, declining daily volume. Yep, I talked about that. The daily RSI is reaching 61. This is yesterday's strong 70 to 80 resistance. If you look on the daily RSI level, look where we've been topping out previously. Let me see if I can show you this. If you look over here, We topped a lot here towards the 70. We topped here at 70. We had some tops up here, 61. We topped up here at 63. Over here, we hit highs of 77, 2 tops right under the 70, and right now we're sitting right here at the 63 on the daily. Guys, we're getting very excited on the daily chart. It is highly likely if we even make it to 7,500, we're going to reject and we're going to see a retracement. Now, it could still be healthy as long as we keep a higher low. I would say anywhere over 7,000, it would still be very healthy for the bullish trend. However, we can't just keep going up forever, guys. So I just want you to make sure you're being careful, you're controlling your risk, and you're always looking the other way and keeping the contrarian idea in mind as we're seeing this strong bullish move, multi-day move here. So that was a point I made there, okay, was that daily RSI. And then I tweeted out shorts curling more on the 30-minute than they have since we started the downtrend. Yep, I threw that out there. So that's something, those are the points that I made yesterday on my Twitter, and you can kind of see how that's coming out. Now let's go ahead and talk about the daily chart as it is right now. So far, we have a wick to the top here on Bitfinex, a wick all the way to highs of, let's see, 7,429 on Bitfinex. We didn't quite make it that far on Coinbase, but if you look here on Coinbase on the hourly, look at this huge surge of bullish volume that came in on that 6,400 test. We got stuffed, and now we're coming right back, which is fantastic that we found support in that 1 hour, that 1 hour 26 EMA. We found support, curled over that, and now we're heading up. That's that orange line right there, guys. And which is nice. However, we're getting to the point where we're getting pretty extended. If we jump over here to the Bitfinex longs, you'll see the longs have been selling this. The longs have been selling this. Slight accumulation there, but now they're taking off into the 6,300, 6,400 tests. Okay, they're taking off. The longs are not increasing now. As a matter of fact, we're about to make a lower low compared to this on this 4-hour chart here. We're curling the top. We're about to head back to lows and make a bearish break of long. So be careful, guys. The longs are selling. What does shorts do? Shorts look at all. Okay, guys, look at the daily. Let me go to the daily on shorts. In one day, we recapped 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 days of shorts covering. The short interest increased 50% in one day. That is insane. Why are shorts so confident right now? And I think the reason for that are the points that I made earlier, that I talked about yesterday on my Twitter, I talked about in yesterday's video, that I'm talking about now. That's where that confidence came from. That's my opinion. A lot of people have other opinions. That's fine, but definitely take it to heart. Please don't chase this move. Be careful and continue to control your risk and control your emotions, guys. Be careful. If you're in the market right now, look for resistance at that 7,300. Be careful of the stuff there. If we make it to 7,400, definitely be careful of the stuff there. And anything towards 7,500 in next, I would say 6 hours. Be very careful. Definitely don't chase it. I really don't recommend that unless you're an advanced trader scalping the 15-minute RSI like I would do. Or if you're on the sidelines, be patient. Right now on Bitcoin, what I'm watching for right now is we need to see a retracement. We're starting to get very, very, very overbought. We might even be able to squeeze up a little bit more. But what I'm looking for is this bullish trend to finally just wash, for people to panic, shorts to load up and get the shorts back to their previous highs, and longs to dump. I'm looking to take advantage of that short-term volume. I'm looking for a bounce play. And as I wait for the next, larger term pattern to set up, what levels am I going to be watching for a bounce? The main one here is going to be right on that $7,150 break. That's going to be the main one. Depending on how fast and how heavy the volume is, I might look a little bit higher. I might look up here at the 7,200, but the main level I'm focused on is that $7,140 for a scalp. And then below that, of course, the 7,050 to 7,075, right in this area. So really, you could even say that my focus is going to be this zone right here, okay? So that's what I'm looking at right now. I am definitely not chasing this momentum to the upside. I'm most definitely not chasing this momentum to the upside. Be careful, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Follow me on Twitter. I'm consistently updating that. If you guys want to join my Discord, shoot me a message. I can get you in there. I have more information on my Patreon down below if you want to support me and get on my daily newsletter. And that's pretty much it, guys. So continue to control your emotions. Learn how to trade like a machine, guys. I'll be back with you tomorrow, and I'm out of here. Deuces.